Good morning. This is Greg at the Pocatello National Weather Service office with the Eastern Idaho planning briefing for Thursday, June 4th. I will take a look at the weather impact summary. It's fairly lengthy today. A lot of issues to deal with. It will be windy this afternoon, especially in the Snake River Plain. We do have a lake wind advisory in effect for the American Falls Reservoir from noon to 8 p.m. And we are expecting 20 to 30 mile per hour sustained winds during the afternoon and early evening. We're going to have unsettled weather with thunderstorms Friday through Monday across much of the area. It's going to be turning much colder over the weekend, especially Sunday into Monday. And we do have a flood advisory out for the Teton River at Driggs, and it is likely portions of the Teton and Henry's Fork rivers may reach flood stage by Monday of next week. Looking at the satellite imagery loop, not too much in the way of cloud cover right now. We've had pretty much straight westerly flow, fairly fast jet stream. So most of the impacts with thunderstorms have been in the eastern highlands, and that's going to continue to be the case today. The next big system is going to bring the rain over the weekend into next week. You can see the extensive cloud cover well out into the Pacific. So most of that will be reaching the area over the weekend as the Pacific system moves east, along with the strong cold front. The weather impact overview, again, windy conditions today. Well, mainly this afternoon in the Snake Plain and breezy in the Magic Valley, and isolated thunderstorms in the southeast and east highlands this afternoon. By Friday, thunderstorms will start to become more active, mainly again high elevations late in the day and overnight. And then by Saturday through Monday, we're going to have fairly widespread rain and thunderstorms, especially Saturday and Sunday. And again, here I mentioned the chance of flooding and possibly the Teton Henry's Fork rivers in the eastern highlands, and also at Rexburg, the Henry's Fork may reach flood stage. We're going to continue to be warm. High temperatures continuing above normal today, generally low 80s in the Snake River Plain, mid 60s to mid 70s in the mountains. And tomorrow, as the Pacific system approaches the coast, our winds aloft are going to turn more southerly. So we are expecting almost hot conditions on Friday. High temperatures reaching around 90 or even above in much of the Snake River Plain, and the mountains generally mid-70s to the lower 80s. So that's going to be the last very warm day for a while, will be Friday. You can start to see the beginning of the cool down Saturday. Still temperatures fairly close to normal, upper 60s to mid 70s in the Snake Plain, mid 50s to mid 60s in the mountains. Then by Sunday, we'll see the drastic cool down. High temperatures in the 40s mountains and 50s in the Snake River Plain, and even colder Monday. Generally 40s mountains, 50s in the Snake River Plain. So very cold conditions are coming by Sunday into the early part of next week. And here's a look at the forecast wind speeds this afternoon. We see a large area of 25 to 30 mile per hour winds ranging from American Falls through Rexburg, covering much of the INL site. So that's going to be where the strongest winds will be this afternoon, and the impetus for issuing the lake wind advisory for the American Falls Reservoir. Not expecting winds to be quite as strong tomorrow. They'll be more out of a southerly direction. Still somewhat breezy, but don't think it'll be nearly as windy as today. A lot of 15 to 20 mile per hour winds Friday. And a quick look at the rainfall amount forecast from Friday through Monday. You can see a large area, generally a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch. Some areas could locally see more. Again, the storm is still developing, and changes in track could change precipitation forecast as we go through the weekend into early next week. But Again, fairly high amounts expected through Monday. And another look at the weather impact summary again. Again, mentioning the windy conditions this afternoon and the lake wind advisory for the American Falls Reservoir. We're going to have the unsettled conditions with thunderstorms Friday through Monday. And again, the isolated storms in the eastern highlands today as well. Cold front moving through, turning much colder over the weekend. And again, the flood advisory currently out for the Teton River at Driggs. And portions of the Teton and Henry's Fork River will continue to rise late weekend into early next week, and some are forecast to reach flood stage during the day on Monday. So we may eventually be updating some of the flood advisory statements, and possible warnings may be issued later on as we go later in the week into the weekend. So stay abreast of the latest river forecasts. If you have any questions, contact us at the number listed on top 24 hours a day, or go to our weather site, our webpage, weather.gov/Pocatello. That will conclude the briefing for today. Everyone have a nice day.